How we doing, my friends? Hope everybody's doing well. There's another one of those "It Is What It Is" talks, brought to you by yours truly, me. I was asked a question concerning preparing yourself for the street. Okay. And he goes, "We do a lot of sparring, and our sparring doesn't seem to match up for street." Okay. Well, number one, sparring has changed from what the definition of sparring is. Sparring is preparing two boxers for a bout. Okay? I have seen a lot, there's a trend going on in the last couple of years that you have to spar every day. Well, guess what? You're going to end up with shattered brains in the inside. You're going to end up punch shy. Okay? Punch drunk, as many people call it. Why? Because you're taking a lot of hits to your head. Okay? I've seen a lot of videos where people are just wailing on each other, men wailing on women, and then they go, "It's tough. You have to be a warrior. You have to be tough." That's the most stupidest thing I've ever seen. Sparring is when you prepare two boxers or saboteurs or Thai boxers for a bout. And you start off, usually it's about 10 weeks before, and start moving it to when you get to the end of the person to be at his perfection right before the week of the fight. It's the way it's done. Whether it's amateur or professional, it's the way it's done. There's a lot of people that do it differently. There's a lot of people that want to do things differently. Fine. You guys do whatever you all want. That's the way I was taught, especially in Savant and growing up with Savant and boxing. We took care of each other. Okay? I see a lot of sparring without helmets and going full blast. Well, you're just going to get hurt. It's just an accident waiting to happen. Somebody's going to get damaged. And you don't want to damage your partners. In Savate, I'm talking Savate, you have something called assault, which is a bout without power, which I can throw you as fast as I can, I get hit, I move, but there's no power. You don't wear shin guards, you don't wear helmet. When you spar with somebody, getting them ready for the ring. I'm talking about the ring. I'm talking about the streets, total different entity. Continuing the conversation on training with gear on, okay? I see a lot of people training in kickboxing and now Savate, they're doing it. And they have shin pads and they got this and that. And they're whaling each other just practicing techniques. What they call, oh, we're doing light sparring. Well, if you're beating the crap out of each other, you're not really learning anything. You're just learning how to get your ass kicked. Okay? Because remember, are you preparing for what? What are you training for? Number one question. One, am I being a competitor? Am I trying to learn the art? Or if I'm learning this for me to be able to defend myself in the street. In the street's a total different realm. Total different realm. Okay? And people say, well, my sparring doesn't get me for the street. Wait a minute, the street fight, I'm not going to be wearing my gloves. I'm not going to be wearing my helmet. Okay? Those attributes help you. Okay? They'll help you develop. But you have to practice on scenarios that are going to occur in the street for you to get better. One of the best arts for that is American Kempo Karate. Okay? Especially when you start grafting techniques, when you start going 2-3 people coming at you at one time, one move. As soon as you move, they attack you. You have to go in there in mass attacks. And learning that, that's a type of skill that you want to develop for the street. Savate has similar things. Okay? But let's go back to the original question. My sparring does not get me proficient for the street. Of course it's not. Unless you're one of the few that are tough guys regardless whether you're in the ring or in the street. Okay? But if you're sparring every day, going full out every time you go train maybe twice a week, 3 times a week, some people 4 or 5 times a week, and you're going all out every time in your sessions, helmet and everything, and whaling each other, sometimes without helmet, it's even more dangerous. It's just an accident waiting to happen. Okay? And get punch drunk. Okay? Now for the street, you have to practice for scenarios for that. I hope this sheds some light. That's the way I was brought up in here. I've been doing this for 50 years now. So imagine that. Till next time, much peace.